What's going on, everyone? If you saw my last video, you guys probably know that I took the soft top out of my MR2 here, and I had mentioned that I wanted to make like a follow-up video just so I could show you guys how I'm going to basically be running the car, because I didn't want to just leave it looking terrible, like unfinished and pretty bad like that. So I'm going to show you guys that stuff here, and we're also going to weigh the soft top, weigh the hard top, and some of the other parts that have been taken and added, and we'll be able to see if if the car has gained any weight or lost any weight. So just to elaborate a little bit more on why I needed more time to get everything done, and I do apologize for missing a week of filming, but I didn't have the stuff ready and I wanted this to be the next video. I felt like it was a good follow-up video. But anyway, let me explain. So this is the soft top, obviously, and if I flip the glass piece up here, you can see atop this piece right here is where the seatbelt mounted, and it's also where the hardtop bracket mounts into here. So by removing this stuff, I didn't have anywhere to mount my seatbelts or the hardtop. And also, I didn't quite realize that this bar was underneath all the plastics and stuff when I first got in and taking it out. But I would assume this adds some rigidity to the car, if maybe a little bit of anything else, I don't know. So that was something else that I wanted to make sure I had like a replacement for. So let's walk over to the car here and I'll show you what we have to replace that stuff. So looking in the back of the car here, obviously soft top's gone. You can see the bar and the brackets here. Let me show you those. So these brackets are something that we sort of custom made. You can see it bolts here into the chassis, and we also have the hardtop bracket that bolts to the side there. This stuff's pretty strong steel, as well as the point where the seatbelt can mount to it. And the seatbelt I'll probably just run over the side of the seat like I had before. Runs down under there. So those are super awesome, really strong. Obviously I didn't tighten that yet. But yeah, so those are super awesome. Let's move on to the bar here. Like I was saying before, the bar that was attached to the soft top stuff, I felt like it was a necessary piece that I should have. So we have this. This is actually just 1-inch steel tubing, but it is pretty thick wall and it's really strong. And we also have this plate welded to the bottom of it. It's just like a vertical piece of steel there that adds a lot of rigidity. I mean, this thing is rock solid. If I ever wanted to use it for a harness bar, I could. But anyway, that's that, and got those attached right down here as well. And all these attachment points are where the soft top stuff attached anyway, so I know it's structurally sound and it can take this sort of these important components. Getting the brackets done and the bar done was one thing, but the other thing for me was just making sure everything looked cleaned up. What I mean by that is on each side here, all this bit right here was kind of like exposed vinyl parts from stuff that goes to the soft top that's still attached to the car. So what I did was I went ahead and left this piece in, obviously, because that looks, I think, nice. And then I got some automotive carpeting and I ran it all along the side there. And all along the side on this side as well. This stuff's important to me. I think it all adds up to a much cleaner look, and people aren't going to get in my car and think it looks gutted or just kind of like, I don't know, poorly done. And then, so another thing with these brackets that I have, they don't really allow me to use the plastic trim piece that goes up along this pillar here, or along the door jamb. So I had to kind of improvise. This is something that, it doesn't line up down here very well, but I met the carpet to the pinch weld here, and I use this edging trim stuff to hold it all in place, and it looks pretty good. It looks pretty finished. It's not as perfect as it was before, obviously, but it looks good enough for me, I guess. So that is pretty much the gist of the finish of the car, all the pieces that have been replaced, and all the components that have been made. I think it looks really good. Let me know what you guys think about that. But anyway, let's move on over to the soft top and the hard top. Let's weigh that stuff, and we'll kind of see how much I've lost or gained. Alright, so soft top up first. Okay, that means it's like 50.1 pounds. Wow. I weighed myself first, obviously, and then with that, holy crap. I never would have guessed 50 pounds. That's pretty insane. This will be probably pretty noticeable even when I drive. Let's go get the hardtop though. All right, guys, and now the hardtop. So this is like 48. This is like 2 pounds less than the soft top. We can see that the hardtop is actually a couple pounds less. However, the bar that we added is probably like 8 to 10 pounds. So we'll say, you know, just under 60 pounds maybe for what's on the car now versus what came off is about 50 pounds for the hardtop and I don't know, a couple pounds there. So I would say I'm probably 5 to 10 pounds over stock. Which isn't bad actually, it's pretty awesome, so it's pretty much back to stock. So lastly guys, just to wrap this video up, I'm going to jump in the car so you can see that perspective of things and just how everything looks while you're inside. So it looks pretty clean, pretty inconspicuous. I'm just really glad to finally get rid of all the caramel tan stuff that was in here. The seats, the door cards, and finally the soft top. I didn't like looking at the stuff. And you guys might be asking yourself why I did this, but to be honest, the soft top was just kind of dead weight. I never used it, and it's kind of a fun thing to do here. The car is a little bit lighter. I have a little bit more storage now. But anyway, guys, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, now when you come to a stop, you're gonna push the clutch in right now, all the way to the floor. Clutch in, clutch in, clutch in, clutch in.
Oh, that wasn't the clutch.
No, that's okay. That's okay.